Namaste everyone. My name is Vinay Zende. I welcome you to a live session at the Yoga Institute. Today we are going to speak about a holistic approach to combat the COVID situation. The COVID situation has been with us for more than a year by now, and all of us we have had ourselves maybe, or maybe one of our family members or friends or relatives or anybody whom we know go through it. Yet the ugly head of pandemic has once again risen its head, especially in India. Things have become even more difficult right now. And since the last 1 year, we have seen so many changes in our own lives to approach this certain medical big thing that they are affecting all of us across the world. Yoga is a preventive science. Yoga can help us prevent this particular situation in a more holistic manner. Yes, there can be some corrective measures from yoga as well. But if you approach and see yoga, yoga has got many techniques ranging from kriyas to asanas to pranayamas and even to concepts to counter this situation. Now, most of us who are hearing this program live are, as I said, familiar with what the COVID situation is. It's a virus that affects our respiratory system. And therefore, it is very important for us to keep our respiratory system healthy and in optimal condition. There are various aspects in yoga that can help us. Uh, Today, what we are going to do is see how, in a very holistic manner, what are the kriyas that yoga promotes or yoga speaks about that can help in developing this system. Plus, the asanas that can be done by everybody and anybody to improve our breathing capacity, the lung capacity, the tidal volume. People are talking about oxygen being less in the body. That is because we are not breathing in well. Most of the time, we are not aware of our breathing anyhow. Throughout the day, we are very unconscious of our breathing. Yoga is the training of the subconscious mind where we learn and breathe consciously. It becomes our second nature to breathe fully. Our posture is very vital. Our posture, over a period of time, because of our lifestyle or anything, we have become very droopy. Our shoulders droop. We sit on the computer, sit on the couch, look down at our phones. Our shoulders droop very incessantly, because of which our lungs don't get enough capacity to move and breathe in fully. Secondly, we don't use the muscles that are involved in our breathing pattern. There are three muscles which are abdominal, intercostal, and clavicular muscles, which are very important. So today we are going to learn and understand and exercise those muscles as well. Before that, as I said, and after that, when we go to do our asanas, I'm going to teach you how certain asanas can help us improve that. Coming to the kriyas, kriyas are cleansing processes. Yoga says it is not just important to keep our surrounding clean. Over the last year, we have realized how important hygiene is to our, keeping healthy. Would we feel nice in a dirty house? No. We keep our house clean all the time. We keep our body clean externally. But do we also keep our body clean internally? There are certain kriyas that can help us do that. One of them is called jalaneti. Jalaneti is cleansing our nasal tract through by using saline water. Now, I will just be able to tell you what that is. For more details, you can log on to our YouTube channel and see the video over there. Jalaneti is taking some warm water and warm saline water. Take a warm glass of water, add half a teaspoon of salt in it, and you can take it a little bit on a cup of your palm, close one nostril, and gently sniff that water in through one of the nostrils. The water will either come down from the other nostril or will go down into your gullet, which is absolutely fine. The water actually changes and removes the old mucus layer that is there. That is where most of the bacteria or the viruses get accumulated in. Doing jalaneti is a very, very important technique, very healthy technique. Please try and do that as often as you can. Once you do that, what I'm going to teach you right now is called Kapal Randra Dhoti and Karna Randra Dhoti. These are very simple, straightforward cleansing processes. Kapal Randra Dhoti is a kriya for your entire face. This is where most of the sinuses get clogged in. All we need to do is just run our fingers in a particular manner all over your face and generate warmth, generate good blood supply into our face to make sure that the sinuses are all cleared out. Okay, so everybody pay attention. Everyone who are watching this, please come up on the mat, sit in any meditative posture of your choice if you know any. If not, just sit in a cross-legged position. We will condition ourselves for our session today. Sit in a meditative posture like this. This one is called Vajrasan, or you can sit in Sukhasan, which is the very generic cross-legged position, as you can see, or you can sit in Ardha Padmasana, that is half lotus, or you can sit in Purna Padmasana, that is full lotus. The choice is up to you. Once you sit in this position, use your hands to take your hips back. Sit on your sitting bones. Be comfortable. Keep your back straight. Lift your shoulders, gently roll them back. Bring your elbows in line with your body. Breathe gently. Just by sitting straight, you are doing a world of good for your body and your mind. Just by keeping your spine erect, believe me, you're giving all your internal organs enough room to ease themselves into their positions. Just by sitting straight, you're giving room for your lungs to open up. This is the small little details that make the big difference in our everyday thing. Once you keep your back straight, lift your shoulders, bring your elbows in, keep your chin parallel, and breathe normally. Inhale and exhale. Now, just observe this. Take your hands up, bend them from the elbow, keep your thumb on your temple, and gently use 3 or 4 fingers and gently run your fingers across your forehead. Slowly and gently, slowly and gently. Very nice. Once that is done, gently release. Take your index finger and your thumb and pinch your eyebrows. Pinch your eyebrows. All we are doing is activating all the nerve endings around the socket of your eyeball. Once that is done, take 2 or 3 fingers, place them on the bridge of your nose, and run your fingers around in a circular manner around your eyes, slowly and gently. Good. Once that is done, gently take your palms and run your fingers across your face, over, just running your fingers, palms, running your and moving around your jawline. Once that is done, gently release. Now take your scissor fingers, place them above and under your lips, and run your fingers across your face along the jawline. Very nice. Very gently release. Now take the full face of your palms, tilt your head back, and run your palms in upward direction, slowly and gently on the right hand side of your neck, in the center, on the left hand side of your neck, in the center, and release. Just sit straight. You will observe a nice warmth all over your face. This is the enhanced blood circulation all over your face. Feel the warmth. This little exercise is absolutely important. You can do it throughout the day, but if you're doing Jalaneti, as I told you, this is very important that you follow it up with Kapal Randra Dhoti. Kapal means your entire face, Randra is your dents, and Dhoti is the cleansing process. So once this is done, you can follow it by Karna Randra Dhoti, that is your ears. Karna, Randra again, this dents and Dhoti. All you can do is take your hands up, take your index finger or your little finger, place it inside, and run your fingers, rotate your hands in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Make sure you don't have long, sharp cut nails. You don't want to hurt yourself. Once that is done, use your index finger and thumb and gently pinch your earlobes from top to bottom and gently pull at them. This little exercise enhances your neuromuscular coordination, improves your cognitive systems, and improves your memory as well. Once that is done, take your scissor fingers once again, put it in the back and the front of your ear, and gently run your fingers up and down, up and down, up and down. Good. Once that is done, release your posture, chest up, chin up, breathe normally. What we learned is Kapal Randra Dhoti and Karna Randra Dhoti. Next, what we are going to learn is Kapal Bhati. Now, Kapal Bhati is a Kriya, is not a pranayam as we popularly know it as. It's a Kriya for once again cleansing your nasal passage. How are we going to do it? By forcefully exhaling air through your nose, forcefully. So sit straight, chest up, chin up, breathe normally, and at your own time and pace, forcefully exhale through your nose like this. And repeat that for initially 10 cycles, like once done, gently release and breathe normally. So it's active exhalation and passive inhalation. You can do this at your own time and pace. This removes all the circulatory air, that is, the residue air in your lungs, and brings it out. All about the COVID situation is about enhancing your respiratory system, isn't it? So these are few exercises that can help you. As I said, Jalaneti, Kapal Randadhoti, and Kapal Bhati as well. Now we are going to move ahead and observe some asanas that are going to increase our breathing capacity. It's quite simple that way. And if you realize it, that if our posture is not correct, we don't breathe in well. If we don't breathe in well, we will not take in enough air. If we don't take in enough air, less oxygen. Less oxygen means poor blood. Poor blood means poor organs. Poor organs means poor systems. And simply just like that. We will come to the state of the mind as well. Body, as we know, we have certain aspects of our body, and our mind plays a very crucial role in handling our body itself. Okay, because it is said that if your mind is not working properly, your breath goes for a toss, isn't it? Have you realized sometimes when you're angry, agitated, anxious, it's then when you don't breathe properly, isn't it? If you don't breathe properly, the same sequence as I told you. Prana, we are going to speak about it. Pranayam, as they call it in yoga very popularly, it's a very popular topic. Everybody knows about it. Prana, ayam, is made up of two words. Prana, which is your vital energy, vital force, and ayam, that is to regulate it. You should be conscious of your breathing all the time, because breathing is not just the air. Breath is the life force that is there in every part of the body. If you're able to breathe well, they say your prana is the source of your ayush, your arogya, and your anand, which means your breath is the source of your life, your health, and your happiness. Okay, more on that when we do the pranayams. Before that, we will learn some stretches and some asanas that are going to help you increase your respiratory capacity, breathing capacity. Now, some of the asanas that we do, you can inhale and hold. If you know what hold means, is take a deep breath in and hold your breath in. Now, what hold does is increases your tidal volume and gives your lungs time to have more oxygenation. It takes in more oxygen from the breath. Unless it's very shallow, you breathe in and breathe out, your lungs are not able to take in more oxygen from the breath that you take in. Okay, so now what we will do, we will learn some kriyas. We are going to learn some stretches and asanas, and then we will head on to do some very vital pranayamas during these times. And then finally, we will speak about some diet and some meditative techniques that can help us calm down. So everybody who are on the mat or watching, and if you want to practice it along with me, please feel free. Please come up on your mat. Good. Very gently, stand straight, breathe gently. Very simple. Even turning of the neck, you have to be very careful. If you just look up, you can take a deep breath in. Gently exhaling, look down. Take your chin to chest. Once again, inhaling, look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, gently look down. Take your chin to chest. Good. Very gently tilt your head back. Rotate your neck in clockwise direction. Remember one thing about movement. They say if you want to change your psychology, change your physiology. Good movement in the morning is very important. Good exercise only for 20 minutes will release dopamine, serotonin, which are happiness creating hormones in your body. So always remember, during these trying times, no matter how your mood is, take your time out, ask your mind to just kind of take it easy and get into your physical exercises. Little bit of movement, you will see that you will start feeling much more healthier, and much your mind will become even more clear. Okay, so once we have done the rotation of the neck, gently move it from either side, and then take your arms up, stretch your fingers nicely, make a nice tight fist, rotate your wrist. Good. Bring your elbows side, put your hands on your elbows. This is very important. Just observe this. Inhaling, raise your elbows up. Take it back. Exhale, down and front. Inhale, take your elbows up. In, exhale, take it back. Exhaling, take it down and front. Once again, inhale, take your elbows up. Take them back, exhale, down and front. See, when you're crushing your lungs, you're, exhaling out. When you're opening your lungs out, you're inhaling. Similarly, now in the opposite direction, take your elbows down, inhale, take them back, up, exhale in the front. Inhale, down and back, exhale, up and front. Inhale, down and back, exhale, up and front. Gently release. Why we are talking about this is because a little amount of stretching is important. A good stretch ensures that you force in blood through your veins. And good, even if you're going to do some asanas that we are doing, a certain amount of stretches always healthier. Okay, because we are not conscious of our breathing, we usually inhale when we are bending forward. That puts a lot of pressure on your organs. Be very careful, be very mindful. When you are turning back, inhale. When you are bending forward, exhale. When we are twisting, inhale. It so happens that there are many people who, even if you ask them how to breathe forward when they're going forward, they will say exhale, but in reality, they inhale when they go forward and put undue pressure on the organs. If you breathe properly along your movement, you will realize that your body gets enough oxygen and moves very subtly. Okay, so once your neck and shoulders are done, gently take a little distance between your feet, put your hands on your hips, and rotate your hip joints clockwise and anti-clockwise. Another good exercise to do is always raise your hands up. When you raise your hands up, you are extending your lungs. So very gently, take your hands up above your head, turn your palms towards the ceiling. Inhaling, take your arms up. Now this time, make sure that you don't engage your neck, just stretch your arms. And while you are there, inhaling, bend towards your right. Don't move your hip, don't move your neck, just your arms, stretch your arms to the right hand side and go down. Exhaling, come up. Inhaling, bend towards the left. Don't move your hip. Keep your hip straight. Stretch your arms, chest up, shoulders up, just and gently come back. Now stay here. Inhale, exhaling, twist your upper body to the right. Slowly, exhale, exhale, exhale. Don't be in a hurry. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, twist your body to the left. Slowly and gently. Inhale, come to the center and release your hands. As these are just stretches. Even this in the morning, if you do, they will give you enough mobility and flexibility in the day. Now, once that is done, we have done with the shoulders, arms, and your hips. Gently stretch your legs in the front, stretch your toes, flex your toes. Rotate your ankle a couple of times in both the directions. Put your leg down. Repeat the same with the other leg. Stretch your toes, flex your toes. Rotate your ankles in either side and put your leg down. Breathe gently. Again, as I said, from the neck to the toes, do your little stretches. Now we are going to learn an asana, which is known as Talasana. An asana that is known as Talasana, the palm tree posture. The more you stretch, your lungs are going to expand. So take 1 feet distance between your feet, hands by your side, chest up, chin up. A very simple asana, a beautiful asana for your entire body, from your toes till your fingertips. This is how it is done. Hands by your side. It is called the palm tree posture. Okay? Here we go. Inhaling, raise both your hands up, come up on your toes. Take both your hands up, stand on your toes, stretch your arms, stretch your arms, stretch your arms, and stay in the position for a couple of seconds. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your palm outwards. Exhaling, backward rotation. Bring your arms and heels down. Very simple asana, just to improve your breathing capacity. Okay, let's show it to you one more time. This is how you do it. Inhaling, raise both your hands up, stretch your arms. Take a nice deep breath in, stretch your arms up, stay there, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your palms out, exhaling, backward rotation, bring your arms and heels down. Breathe gently. This is Talasan. Now, since we have done the stretch of the spine, we will just bend our spine on either side. A very simple asana called as Konasana. Raise your right hand from the side, stand straight, chest up, chin up. Chest and shoulders should move as one unit. Take 2.5 feet distance between your feet, put your feet parallel. Now, inhaling, stretch your right arm and start bending towards your left. Keep your right arm close to your ear. Stay there. Breathe normally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gently come up and take your hand down. Once you do that, take the other hand up. Stand straight, chest up, chin up. Now stretch your left arm. Inhaling, start bending towards your right. Stretch your arm, stretch your arm. Keep your arm close to your ear. Don't drop your head. Stay here. Don't move your hip out. Keep your hip straight. Just stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently come up. This is called Konasana, the angle posture. This will help you increase your lung capacity. Stretch out your lung up. Okay, that was Talasana and Konasana. Now we are going to learn. We are all going to sit down on the mat and once again learn a beautiful asana called as Parvatasana. This again is an asana to improve your lung capacity. Let me show you how it is done. So please sit down on your mat. Sit down in Sukhasan, Padmasan, Ardha Padmasan, whichever you are comfortable in. Do not sit in Vajrasan. Vajrasan, you may not be comfortable. So sit in any meditative posture. Keep your back straight. Use your hands to take your hips back. Hands on the floor, palms facing towards the ceiling. Now, just observe yourself. Keep your back straight, chest up. Inhaling, take both your hands up. Put your palms together. Stretch your arms. This is not an asana about your arms. This is about your back. Stretch your back up. Stay there. Breathe normally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your palms. Exhaling. Bring them down. Slowly and gently. Relax yourself. Take a couple of breaths in between your round. Again, put your hands on the floor, palm facing towards the ceiling. I'll show you certain variations in this one. Inhaling, take both your hands up. Put your palms in Namaste Mudra. Don't engage your neck. Keep your elbows together. Breathe. Nice, gentle smile on your face. Good. Now, inhale in this position. Exhaling, twist your body to the right. Keep your back straight. Don't move your arms back or forth. Inhaling, come to the center. Exhaling, twist your body to the left. Good. Inhaling, come to the center. Turn your palms. Exhaling, bring your hands down. Breathe normally. Inhale and exhale. This was one variation. There is another variation that goes like this. Inhaling, take both your hands up. Now stay there. Breathe normally. Now inhaling, bend towards one side. Good. Stretch your arms. Don't bend your arms. Don't look down. Keep your chin up, chest up. Exhaling, come up. Inhaling, stretch your arms, bend towards the opposite side. Exhaling, come up. Turn your palms. Exhaling, bring your hands down. Breathe gently. Okay. This was Parvatasana with certain variations. Breathe normally. Now we are going to learn certain asanas that are going to stretch our thoracic muscles. That is backward bending asanas, which are very important for your respiratory system. So one of them is called Bhujangasana. That is the cobra posture, the snake posture. It is excellent for your thoracic and your lower back as well. But as inhaling, we bend backwards, it increases our lung capacity. Any asana, if you're able to hold your breath for a couple of seconds, it will be more beneficial for you. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate Bhujangasana. It is done lying on your abdomen. So you gently go down to one side and lie down on your abdomen. Okay, once you lie down, keep your forehead on the floor, hands next to your chest, elbows close to each other, toes together, feet together, forehead on the floor. This is your starting position. Now, very gently, inhaling, raise your forehead, face, shoulders, chest up till your navel. Now, this is where you come, but there is no pressure on your palms, which means you are coming up with the help of your core muscles and your lower back. Okay, so in any given time, if you have to raise your palms up, you should be able to do that. Okay, so no pressure on your palms. Just come up, stay here. Exhaling, gently take your abdomen, chest, shoulders, face, forehead on the floor and relax. We are going to do it one more time. Just observe this carefully. Toes are together, feet are together, forehead on the floor, palms next to your chest. And slowly inhaling, we raise our forehead, face, shoulders, chest, come up till the navel, no pressure on your palms, round your neck, don't engage your neck, just look in the front. Stretch your legs, use your glute muscles. Stay there for a couple of seconds and gently exhaling, abdomen, chest, forehead, face, forehead on the floor, relax. This was Bhujangasana, the snake posture. Another asana that if you can do, and if it is possible, it is very good, it is called Dhanurasana, the bow posture. Now, this is a very specific asana. There are certain limitations, contraindications, which some of you should be careful about. People with severe back injury, abdominal injury, or severe arthritis, pregnant ladies shouldn't be doing this. People with very healthy structure should try this at home. How do you do this? Once again, lie down on your abdomen, bend your knees, both of them. Hold your ankles. This time, forehead on the floor, toes pointing towards your head. Again, very gently, inhaling, raise your forehead, face, shoulders, chest, take your knees off the floor. Stay in the position for a couple of seconds. Exhaling, gently take your thighs, knees, chest, shoulders, face, forehead on the floor. Relax. Breathe. These were certain asanas that one can do to increase your respiratory capacity. So what we learned so far is standing Talasan, Konasana, Parvatasan, Bhujangasana and Dhanurasana. Now we are going to learn a certain asana which is quite simple, which is called Yestikasan. Yestikasan is exactly like Talasan but on the floor. So similarly as we had done on the either side, lie down on the back, this time on your back. Keep your legs straight, toes together, feet together, hands by your side. As I said, this is like Talasan, the first asana that we did, but on the floor. So inhaling, raise both your hands up above your head, stretch your toes out. Put your hands on the floor, palms will be facing towards the ceiling, and stretch your arms and stretch your legs as if somebody is pulling you from your toes and your fingertips. Stretch as much as you can. Stay there for a couple of seconds and exhaling, bring your hands down and bring your toes back up and relax yourself. So these were a few asanas that one can do, not just for your stretches, but these asanas increase your vital capacity and your breathing. Helps your respiratory system as well. Those who have been doing, just sit down, take a deep breath, relax yourself. Good. Now that we have learned certain asanas, we'll come down to something that is pranayama. Yoga has got many techniques to keep your body healthy and fit and fine, especially during these times, during COVID times. Your breathing capacity has to be quite, in the best possible condition. There are certain exercises. Most of us are not aware of the muscles that are involved in our breathing. And because of our faulty posture, our lifestyle, we are just not conscious. We don't deep breathe properly. Secondly, we don't even exhale properly. So, in fact, if you ask people, not many of them are sure whether we inhale more or exhale more. Okay, so first and foremost is to regularize your breath. Make sure that you inhale equally and you exhale equally. Okay. So the first pranayam that we are going to learn is called equal breathing. So sit in any meditative posture that we have learned, that is Sukhasana, Padmasana, Ardha Padmasana. Keep your back straight and let us just regularize our breath. Most of our breath are very jerky, non-uniform. All you can do in the morning is just regularize your breath. And as it is said, not just during while you are practicing pranayama or practicing your yoga, it should become your subconscious way of breathing all the time. So let us sit straight, keep your back erect. As I said, just by sitting straight and keeping your back straight, you're doing a world of good for your body and your mind. Okay, so sit straight. Let us equalize our breath. Good. Lift your shoulders, roll them back, elbows close to your body. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, and 3. Now, I've taken the count of 3 is to 3. If that is too much for you, you can take 2 is to 2. And if you think 3 is to 3 is less for you and your breathing capacity is more, you can go to 4 is to 4 or 5 is to 5 as it pleases you. But just equalize your breath. Spend some time throughout the day just breathing in equally. That is a wonderful asana, improves your tidal volume, increase your breathing capacity. The more you exhale, the more fresh oxygen you take it, the effects are and the benefits are multifold. Once you regularize your breath, let us come to understand the other muscles which are involved. Now, there are three sets of muscles which are involved in our respiratory system. One is the diaphragmatic muscles, the abdominal muscles. The other is intercostal muscles, which are right under your, around the last two rib cages, below last two rib cages here. The third one is clavicular muscles, which are right under your collar bones. Okay. So what we will start doing is now learn Yogendra Pranayam number 2, which is intercostal breathing. What we do is put your palms like this, fingers in the front, thumb perpendicular to it. Just keep your hands, your fingers on your intercostal muscles, like in your last two rib cages. Sit straight, chest up. Just observe this if you can. Now, inhaling, engage these muscles. Take your rib cage out and up. Exhale, down and in. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, down and in. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, down and in. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, down and in. Keep practicing this. The more, wherever your mind goes, your energies and your emotions follow. The minute your mind goes, your muscles will get engaged and you can move them. That is intercostal breathing. Now we go to clavicular breathing. Clavicular muscles, as I said, are the muscles under your collarbone. So take your hands up, gently bend your elbows, put two or three fingers on your clavicular muscles. Now, very gently observe as if your abdomen is constricted. Don't move your abdomen at all and take your chest up and down. Shallow breathing. Inhale and exhale. As you take your hands up, you will see a slight bulge under your collarbone. That is where your clavicular muscles are. People rarely use them. This is where our residue air keeps on collecting. If you don't use them properly, the residue air remains in our body and that's always keeps circulated, because of which we are not able to take in full capacity of our breathing. Okay, so take your hands up, put your fingers on your clavicular muscles and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Gently release your posture. Breathe gently. Okay. So some of you may be able to use it, but some of you may not find it very difficult, but it's okay. By regular practice, you will be able to engage the muscles. It's very, very important that you learn how to engage the clavicular muscles. Then we come down to abdominal breathing. Now, this is such a wonderful pranayama that it's a sure shot remedy to increasing your vital capacity, calming your mind down as well. It gives you a sedative effect on your mind. It is a sure shot this thing for insomnia. Okay, so how it is done it? You can do it sitting down as well. All we need to do is make sure that we bring our abdomen out. But the most effective way to learn and to do this is by lying on the floor. Now, what we do is, once again, lie down on the floor, on the back, go to one side, turn on your back, lie down on the floor, breathe gently, bend your knees, bring your heels close to your hips, your knees together, feet slightly apart. Now take one hand and place it on your abdomen. Breathe normally. Now, when you inhale, gently take your abdomen up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, watch as it falls down towards the floor. Inhale, take your diaphragm down, take your abdomen up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you observe your abdomen fall down towards the floor. Continue doing this a couple of rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale down towards the floor. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale down towards the floor. Inhale, one, two, three. Exhale, one, two, and three. Gently put your hand down, stretch your legs out, release your posture. Gently turn on your side with the help of your left arm, gently sit up. What we learnt was Yogendra Pranayam number 4, that was abdominal breathing. Excuse me. Yes. So we learned kriyas, we learned asanas, we learned pranayamas. One important pranayam that one should all observe and do is called the Brahmari Pranayam. The Brahmari Pranayam is an extended exhalation. How does one do it? This is called the humming bee sound. Sit straight, chest up, chin up, breathe normally. Now, when you take a nice deep breath in, fill in your lungs completely and gently close your lips, be mindful, and make the humming bee sound like. For as long as you can. Okay, let's do it a couple of times. Sit straight, chest up, chin up. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. Once again, take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. One last time. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. Breathe gently. Gently rub your palms, cup your eyes, open your eyes in the cup of those palms, blink a few times. That was Brahmari Pranayam, an extended exhalation which has got a sedative effect on your mind. This is where we make sure that all the air is removed from our body. And that's when, if you take care of your exhalation, your inhalation takes care of itself. Remember, the more confidently, consciously you breathe, your body will have good oxygen. Today, people are so panicking about not being able to breathe, but that is one of the reasons why we are just not conscious of our movement, of, of, of many things that we do. Yoga is not about learning anything new. Yoga is about unlearning the bad habits that we have acquired. The way we sit, the way we breathe, the way we eat. Speaking about eating, now that we've learned kriyas, asanas, and pranayamas, there are certain concepts. Now we come to the subtle energies like the mind, because prana itself is a subtle energy. We took care of the gross element, that is the body, by moving it, breathing properly. Then we came to pranayama. Then we come to mind. This is something that one needs to be, one has to control. The mind can be controlled through sitting quietly, deep breathing. You must have realized when we are angry, agitated, how our breath goes for a toss. And our rishis and yoga did understand that if you control our breath, you can control your mind. It is said, chale vate chale chitta, nischalam nischalam bhave, which means as your breath moves, so does your mind. It may seem very trivial for many people out there, but people who are doing yoga knew this for a very long time. If you just breathe well, it's a very simple example. You remember there were times when you were very angry, agitated as a young person, and what do the seniors of the house do? Yeah, they ask us to calm down, no doubt, count us from 10 to back, but they give us a glass of water. And what does that water do? People usually say it cools us down. Well, not exactly. When we drink that water, have you realized it? When we take a couple of sips, they say complete the glass. It's a very interesting technique because when we drink up the entire glass, we are not breathing, and because we can't breathe and gulp at the same time. So when we finish the glass, we put the glass down and take a deep breath in. That deep breath actually calms us down. So if you're consciously breathing in well, they say the person who owns his breath, nobody and nothing in this world can steal his peace. If you own your breath, nobody and nothing in this world can steal your peace. And that is what is required in this trying times. We need to keep our mental capacity much calm and collected. Hansama, our director, always says nature has got a plan. It will not let us lie down in a lurch. Uh, Whatever is, we need to go through it, endure this. People are going through difficult times. We can do as much as we can to help ourselves be healthy. And if we are healthy and this, we can help others. We have only two things to fight this COVID situation. One is our immunity, the other is our precaution. So we can do all we can to increase our immunity. Of course, everything today comes with the label of immunity increasing, and immunity enhancing. But yoga has got four pillars, which are ahar, vihar, achar, and vichar. These are four yogic pillars of yogic lifestyle. Ahar is very important. Today we are speaking about less oxygen in blood. We should be very careful what we eat. We should take iron-rich food, which is green leafy vegetables, red like beetroot and tomatoes. These are very very important. Then comes to your vihar. Vihar is your me time. People are very busy being busy, but take some time off to for your recreation. Relaxation is such an important aspect. People in today's world don't know how to relax. When you ask people what do they do for relaxation, they give out examples of their recreation. They say we listen to music, we read a book, we go on a walk. No, the idea of relaxation is to completely sit still, still your body, still your mind, and everything. One of the techniques that yoga and the Yoga Institute has is Nispandabha. It's a meditative technique where you sit quietly, become very comfortable, sit straight, breathe normally. Preferably, you can keep your back against the wall, put your legs out like this, drop your ankles. Now, imagine my back is against the wall, rest it against the wall, rest your head against the wall, put your hands on your thighs, palm facing towards the ceiling. And you sit like that, relax yourself, and gently, once you settle down, observe the sounds that you hear. Very gently observe the sounds as objects, which means do not analyze the sound. Just hear the sound as it is. What we usually do is hear the sound and associate a meaning to it. Try not to do that. Try to drop the meaning. Just hear the sound. Our founder, Sri Yogendra ji, used to say, think of these sounds as the events in your life. They come from nothingness and they fade back into nothingness. So, Nispand Bhav is a very important technique. We should try and do that. As rightly said, once you do your ahar, your vihar, your relationship with your family, your friends, try to nurture them, make them even stronger. Uh, Learn to accept yourself, then you will be able to accept others as well. Then comes your ahar vihar achar. Achar is your daily routine. Keep a routine. Get up at certain time, do some physical exercises. As we said, when they say as your body moves, your mind grooves, which means and as it is said that if you want to change your psychology, change your physiology. Early morning movement releases dopamine, serotonin in our body. These are happiness hormones. These are very very important. Once you do that, pay attention to how you're eating, pay attention to what you're doing. They say, you know what, your idol, it could be Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, or anybody. What is that they and you have in common? That they also had 24 hours and you also have 24 hours. That is one quantity, one like entity that they and you have in common. So make the most of this time. They say your each day is your life in miniature. So once you wake up, make sure that you wake up with this wonderful gift of the life that we have, not just to help ourselves, but to help our family and our community. Once that is done, we come down to vichar. Vichar is the driver's seat of this body. You may do your ahar, vihar, achar, which many people do, but they fail at the vichar level. Vichar is your thought process. What are you thinking? Read good books, have company of the right people. Our institute always says, write down 10 positive points before you go to sleep, and it works wonders. And we have been saying this for decades now. Nowadays, the best coaches in the world say that deliberate gratitude makes you healthy. It is said to reduce cancer cells in people's body. So can you imagine the power of positive thinking? The power of positive thinking. Go to bed writing down 10, if not 10, 5 blessings that you have, that money can't buy, and you will see an increased change in your outlook towards life. They say if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So that was ahar vihar achar vichar. In today's talk, we learned kriya, we learned asanas, we learned certain pranayamas, we learned about how to develop a positive mindset. uh, as I said, we only have two things against this pandemic. One is our immunity, and the other is our precaution. Please be very careful going out in places. Of course, the situation is such, but see, the fear is a very psychological thing. It may not be real, but danger is a very real quantity. There is danger out there which is lurking in any places. All we can do is be careful, be vigilant, be vigilant. What do we do when people come into our lives, right? You know, the antisocial people. Don't we reinforce our walls? Don't we reinforce our doors and windows? Exactly what we have to do for our body and also our mind. Keep negative thoughts at bay. It is said that how do we keep negative thoughts at bay? So one of the examples that is given at the institute is, if there are negative people in your neighborhood, and they trouble everybody, so how do you take care of them? Somebody says we avoid them, we take a different route. The best way to do is hang around with the police, which means if you hang around with the good guys, the wrong guys do not bother you. So hang around with positive people, keep satsang, read nice books, read positive books, and this will generate and change your, change a internal fiber from within, and immunity increases. So once your immunity is up, the viruses are kept at bay. So positive thinking definitely helps you. Sense of gratitude, sense of duty towards yourself, uh, satsang, mantra chanting, any faith that you believe in. This is a holistic approach towards this particular situation. Take precautions. If you're not feeling too well, isolate yourself, take the medicines on time, eat well, exercise well, keep healthy. Keep watching the YouTube channel from the Yoga Institute, and follow us on Twitter and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. There are incredible techniques during these times that you can follow. Stay healthy, take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru